What's going on, everybody? So, I have a theory. With the new Xbox handheld announcements, it seems like Microsoft actually listened after the first run around with these Windows handhelds. A lot of people don't like the experiences they're getting from these Windows-based handheld PCs like the ROG Ally, ROG Ally X, Legion Go, and instead, a lot of people are jumping to SteamOS-based handhelds like, of course, the Steam Deck, and the eventual Legion Go S. Now, after hearing all of these rumors about the Xbox handheld, I started to question Microsoft's intentions and exactly what they want to do with their future consoles, and if Xbox is even going to tap into the console space again after the Series S and X's sort of lackluster sales performances. And Xbox has expressed that they are not happy with how the Xbox Series S and X have done over the course of the past couple years. Now, that opens the floodgates to what is the potential of the Xbox brand's future. And a lot of people have been talking about exactly what they will do next. Now, I believe personally that Xbox isn't going to make their own personal handheld, but instead Xbox is working hand in hand with Microsoft as they've been doing all along with DirectX, hence the name Xbox, since Xbox has had a big hand in what Windows has become today. I believe that instead of an Xbox handheld, we'll just keep using these third-party handhelds, but will be introduced to an Xbox OS that's an exclusive overlay to Windows, similar to how Armory Crate is with Windows 11. But it's not the best third-party application if you ask me. What people truly want is a definitive way to make their Windows handhelds into a functioning console-like experience similar to the Steam Deck. And the main reason why people love the Steam Deck is because it has a streamlined experience to make you feel like you're playing a console or like a Nintendo Switch with a Linux-based OS. Now, if they can get the same exact kind of experience on something like an ROG Ally 2, which a lot of people have been hinting at, which there have been a lot of rumors about, I think, honestly, the ROG Ally 2 is going to be a huge step in the right direction and kind of a generational leap like the Steam Deck 2 is supposed to be. But it's not because of the hardware or capabilities. The Asus ROG Ally and ROG Ally X already have enough power for most games. That generational leap for the ROG Ally 2 is specifically going to be on the software side. With the Legion Go S, of course this isn't the Legion Go S, we have SteamOS. And in my opinion, we're going to have a more advanced version of console wars. We're going to have third-party handhelds with either the unannounced Xbox OS or SteamOS. And we know which side Lenovo is on. They're on SteamOS. But Asus seems to be going the Xbox route or the Windows route, which somebody has to, right? Because no matter what, there needs to be improvements everywhere in the PC space, including Windows 11. And for me, honestly, I think I'm still going to go with SteamOS. I've never been a fan of the Xbox UI. If you guys ever heard of the Windows Phone, that has something similar to the Xbox UI, and that was absolutely atrocious to use. But if Xbox works on it directly, even though I'm pretty sure they did with the Windows Phone, then we might get a more accessible and convenient experience with something like an ROG Ally 2 and anything else that wants to adopt the Xbox OS. The more interesting thing is the fact that Xbox might be selling this OS as if it were a console, mostly to make a profit out of it, and because they don't really make money out of Steam games, they mostly make it out of Xbox Game Pass, which was already included with the ROG Ally, so it only makes sense that Xbox OS, instead of this trashy Armory Crate, will be available with the ROG Ally 2, because as you can see, it's already glitching out and I'm doing absolutely nothing with it. But yes, that was my big theory, and it doesn't seem like a lot of people are even talking about a possibility of having an anti-SteamOS software like Xbox OS, because SteamOS makes a lot of sense. It's the beginning of PC gaming. Almost every single either Windows or Linux gamer plays their games on Steam. So it's only natural that SteamOS eventually conceptualize into fruition, similar to Xbox OS trying to desperately save Windows and its handheld gamers, because most PC gamers do play their games on Windows 11, but they also play on Steam. And so to combine those two experiences and making Xbox OS is only common sense. And Game Pass is a thing, but it doesn't have a console-like experience like the eventual Xbox OS will have, and I'm calling it right now. Xbox is not going to announce a new console or handheld. That's just ridiculous, given all of the options that we have. You can even install Windows on the Steam Deck. And the only thing that's stopping a lot of people from getting a Steam Deck is the fact that Windows 11 is way more compatible with every other PC game out out there. So if you can put an overlay with the performance and convenience of SteamOS, then that would inevitably make SteamOS kind of obsolete. Hence the new console wars, or we could even call them OS wars. But yeah, this evolution of PC and console gaming has been extremely exciting, and it seems like it's going to go into even more uncharted territory with the possibility of an Xbox and Windows 11 hybrid operating system that Xbox seems to be working very hard to develop. Because if they're making a handheld, that means that that handheld needs an operating system and a UI that's appropriate for it. And I think that the operating system itself is way more important than the actual handheld. But if Xbox wants to make the most money out of this, I think making more hardware isn't the answer. Most likely making software that can be installed into any handheld that you've bought recently, which most people have about 10 by now, makes the most sense business-wise for Microsoft and Xbox. And if they sell it for around $100, similar to Windows 11 or anything below that, then that would make the most sense. But we don't know if SteamOS is going to be sold or shipped out as free software. But most likely SteamOS is not going to be shipped out as free software. But this can open up so many more doors for customizability with Windows 11 and just a natural need for convenience with Windows 11 that people were crying over, myself included. I think any time is the appropriate time to make Windows 11 a more convenient experience for gamers, especially handheld gamers like myself. But I can't wait to see what Xbox has in store for us and for their eventual handheld debut, which a lot of people have been asking for, and this has actually been a long time coming for Xbox. But yeah, guys, what do you think about the OS wars? Is it just a crazy crackpot theory? But it can't be, because if they are making a handheld, it has to come with some kind of user interface that's similar to the Steam Deck. And it would help Xbox a great deal if they release something similar to a Steam Deck. And not to mention, the best part about having an Xbox OS is that it's going to come with all of the Xbox's exclusive titles, which means that you're actually going to have exclusives on a PC handheld, opposed to Steam, which nothing is exclusive to the Steam Deck. So I think it would have that one up over the Steam Deck if Xbox decided to deliver a console-like experience for Windows 11, because Armory Crate is just not working for me. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good one. Later.